Today, I'm going to talk about the second trimester and all the exciting changes you are going to see now. A growing belly which becomes noticeable in this trimester to feeling the baby's first kick. Your pregnancy is going to get real. Hey everyone, it's Dhruti. Welcome back to Mama Knows Best. On my channel, you can watch my entire series of videos about pregnancy, maternity, and baby care. If you're new to this channel, I suggest you go back to the first video of the pregnancy series. Today, I'm going to talk about the second trimester. So, let's dive right into it. In this second trimester, you will see a gradual increase in the size of your belly, and it will definitely be noticeable by the 6th month. And what that means is that many of you are going to get stretch marks. It depends upon the stretchability of your skin, how quickly you gain weight and collagen, etc. etc. But the main reason behind the stretch mark is the sudden weight gain during pregnancy. Unfortunately, no amount of anti-stretch mark cream is going to prevent the stretch marks altogether, but you can keep your skin in its most moisturized and supple state to help it bounce back. Applying moisturizers early and often helps to keep your skin elastic and soft as your belly grows. And diligent application, minimum 3 times during the day before and after pregnancy, may help the most. Just make sure that whatever you're using is free of potentially toxic ingredients. I started applying the anti-stretch mark cream right from the 2nd month of my pregnancy, and I use this particular one from Palmer's company. I'll put the link of that in the description box below. See, I'm not promoting this brand or anything, but believe me, this is really good and I did not get a single stretch mark. Obviously, you need to do some prenatal yoga exercises as well and make sure you're drinking enough water. This will also help keep your skin elastic. See, when you're dehydrated, your skin isn't pliable and pregnant skin is already more likely to be dry. So, cream alone just won't work. Backache is another problem which is very common along with stretch marks. See, as your belly starts growing, it arches your back. If you have a desk job like I did, then I would strongly advise you carry a pillow for your back support or one of those orthopedic lumbar support cushions. Actually, it's not just the back, but it can affect your shoulders, neck, hips, everything. Okay, so I followed this routine at work. Like after every 45 minutes to an hour of sitting in a chair, I would just get up and do some stretching exercises for my back, shoulders, neck, and my wrists. Let me just show you quickly these stretches which you can easily do in your office workspace. So start with your neck. Neck extensions 1 and 2. Then on the side waist, your chin to your shoulder 1, 2. Then try to touch your touch your ear to the shoulder. This way and this way. And one full rotation. Do these a couple of times. This is for the neck. Now we go for the shoulder. So a complete circle with your hand on one side and then on the other. Similarly, clockwise, you can do it anti-clockwise as well. Again, do this a couple of times. Now take your hand, extend it. With your other hand, try to hold your elbow, make your hand straight. This is 1. Again for the other side, 2. Now for the wrist, hold your hand straight and do it for the wrist. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. The next one is for the back and for your legs. So just stand straight, feet apart a little bit, not too apart, wide apart or not too close together, and keep your foot flat on the ground. Now gradually bend from your back and go down. Just let your hands hang down. Don't have to stress too much to bend, but make sure your knees are straight and not bending. Just hang down, let your neck fall. Keep your eyes open all the time and also make sure you're breathing in and out. Come back up, try and go down again. So just go down, let your hands hang in there and come back up. Do this a couple of times, all the while breathing in and breathing out. Now for your legs, just stretch your leg and bring your toe towards yourself. Stretch it out again, bring it down. For the other leg, take it up, your toe extending out and then extending inside towards you. When you extend it towards yourself, you will feel it over here in your calf muscles. Then stretch it out, take it down. Repeat it a couple of times. But what worked best for me in reducing my backache and the stretch marks were the yoga exercises. I started yoga in my 4th month, and the gentle strengthening exercises and the breathing and meditation were exactly what I needed. They helped me tremendously during the long labor hours and the vaginal birth. This was the first time that I practiced yoga in my life. How did this help me in pregnancy, you would ask? Well, meditation improved my concentration and uplifted my mood, especially during the days when I was feeling down or completely uncomfortable. My overall outlook remained very positive. Breathing exercises and the stretching helped me with improving my lung capacity. And it is said that this indirectly stimulates the blood circulation to all the body muscles, including the uterus, meaning it provides more oxygen to the muscles. A very important point here is you must avoid any kind of breath retention or hyperventilation. This could limit the baby's oxygen supply. Even if you're already practicing yoga, I highly recommend joining a yoga class and practice in front of a trained instructor. I think it's better than watching the videos on the tube, mainly from the safety perspective. So, if it's an option available to you, then go join a yoga class. Just find a good instructor. Usually, there are instructors affiliated with hospitals as well nowadays. Apart from this, the biggest benefit of yoga class was to meet the other expectant moms and form a small support group. Sharing my pregnancy journey with my new friends has helped me a lot, and I really mean it. Other than doing yoga, you also need to continue walking regularly. Walking is a very primal activity and it's perfect for pregnancy. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week is enough, but if you want to do it every day, just go for it. Walking is an aerobic exercise, meaning it helps in improving the supply of oxygen to all your muscles and avoid any cramps. Do take care of your footwear though and invest in a good pair of non-slippery shoes or comfortable flats. See, this is important as with your growing belly, the center of gravity of your body shifts and you become very prone to tripping. Another important point here would be to stay hydrated. So it's best to carry a bottle of water with you at all times. Now moving on to another symptom, which is morning sickness. Those of you who have been experiencing nausea and vomiting in the first trimester will now gradually start to feel better. But in my own case, I had nausea and vomiting right till the 7th month. So that can happen too. Your other symptoms of fatigue, frequent urination, they'll just continue in this trimester too. But still, second trimester is a lot easier than the first one. In addition to our physical health, our emotional well-being and mental health is equally important during pregnancy. See, hormonal changes during this time are going to make you emotionally very vulnerable. You may experience mood swings, anxiety, some experience frustration, irritability, joy, or weepiness all at once. It's really an emotional roller coaster. To deal with all this, my main mantra was the positive affirmations or autosuggestions. Now, what are these affirmations, you may ask? Well, affirmations are short sentences or mantra, if you will, that will help you get a sense of positivity in your mind. Whenever your mind goes astray, these mantras help in focusing on the positive outcome that you want. You use these short phrases and sentences to help your mind hear a positive message over and over again. And do it with great belief, emotions, and faith. You must watch my video on emotional well being to know all about using mind power to deal with the emotional changes. Alright, that's it for today. In the next part of this video, let's see what to expect at your doctor's consultation and how your little one is growing inside your tummy during the second trimester. Until then, Namaste.